Morning everyone, how's it all going? In today's video I just wanted to show you what I have for breakfast when I'm about to head out on a long run. I try to do this about 2 hours, an hour and a half before I go out, so that obviously there's a bit of time to digest it, so that it actually has an effect rather than me just cramping up. And there it is. So we're going to start off with some Quakers quick oats, whatever you want to call them. I do make the proper oats most of the time, but I found these ones are just perfect for the quantity, and maybe they've got the added bit sugar and so on, but the quantity is just perfect to digest quickly, and it just it gives me everything that I need for that run and to not cramp up. And I always feel very, very good while running after eating this. I also mix in some whey protein into there, some raisins, and some what do you call them? Almond flakes. Yeah, that's really good. And then the last thing that I add is always a bit of a more of a ritual thing, but I also add also make a pastry, so either an almond croissant or a twister, and so on. They're also really good. And one of the most important things, electrolytes. And before a long run, I would normally actually have one before and one after. So I've already diluted one into this cup here, and I'm about to have it. I will actually probably revisit the video when I'm back from the run, and I'll tell you how it goes. But I always find that my heart rate's slower when I've eaten well, and I've eaten that after loads of experimentation. This has always come up to be one of the better things for me to eat before a run. And I also have a cup of coffee, and I know it's 90 minutes, it's not 90 minutes after awakening, but it does kind of elevate the performance, and makes the run just a bit more enjoyable. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. And most recently, I've actually started adding some organic pumpkin seed oil, just a tiny bit. So there we have it, the first part of the breakfast. I'm actually about to stick I think it'll be a twister today. Yeah, I feel like a twister. Into the oven, and yeah, I'll have a cup of coffee, and then I'll just relax for the next hour and a bit, and I'll see you soon. Hi everyone again, I'm just back from the long run. Only managed 16.5k, mostly because the weather was absolutely awful, and even though I was prepared and I felt good, but it just wasn't enjoyable anymore. It was actually a bit miserable, and I still did the more than 3/4 of the distance I wanted to do, but at the same time it's just, I'm doing it for my own enjoyment and for a bit of pleasure rather than feeling miserable. So I thought, you know what, just wrap up and I'll just do a bit more tomorrow if the weather's good. Other than that, I'm about to consume my daily electrolytes, and yeah, I think I might head over and meet a friend and have some more food. But a couple of reflections that I had while running. I switched off my AirPods. I lost those yesterday or the day before. A few reflections that I had while running. I did switch off my podcast and just kind of had a good think about what I want to do with this channel, and I still don't really have a clear idea, but I just think I want to share the daily sort of things that do happen and something that might inspire people, and I would love to make an impact on someone's life, on anyone's life really, and if I can do it through inspiration, motivation, telling them my story, how I got started with things. So I'm just thinking how I should film the video of how I started running and what it involved and the mistakes that I made, so you don't have to make them or go through them. So yeah, a lot to come. I do feel quite inspired. I know that this channel has no active watchers or anyone outside of my immediate family and friends. However, I think if I keep practicing this, if I keep being active on it, if I keep uploading and being consistent, I'm finding it a bit, as a routine. It is very achievable just now, and I think if I play my cards right, it could result to something. But the only way to find out is to keep going, keep trying. I will probably add another bit to this video later on, and yeah, I'll see you in a minute. And hello one more time for this video. So I thought I'd show you what I'm about to have for dinner. I've just cooked some steak, but this time I thought, because I'm not having a takeaway or anything like that, I will just indulge in something that I absolutely love, which is pastries and bread and everything alongside that. So today my steak will actually come in a Subway roll. I think that's what it said on the packet. So there it is, 2 Subways with a ribeye steak, and I've made a plate of potatoes, some onions and mushrooms, all cooked together in the oven. So yeah, obviously nice and simple. Yeah, I will actually be recording a bit more on different topics this evening. Thought I'd use the time and do something useful with it. But thank you very much for tuning in for another video. And actually, one thing before I go, having not slept for, well, what seemed like an eternity, but yesterday was about 45 hours, made me really realize how tuned in I am most of the time. Training twice a day, fasting till the afternoon every day, and eating quite clean and avoiding carbs from like refined sugars and so on, with refined sugars, and being in a state of, having gone out, had some fun, I thoroughly enjoyed it, I don't regret it at all. But that's the second day I'm feeling like not myself, so to say, but also a slight mist. Focus isn't there. Much easier to go and pick something that's not going to be the best decision for you, such as different foods and cravings kind of take over, and you allow yourself more to go along with them. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting, that it kind of does make you appreciate a bit more the fact that when you are doing really well, you're very clear and everything is spot on. However, it also makes you feel like the days when you're not 100% are much worse than they actually are. Because I imagine most people that, if they have a really bad diet, bad sleep pattern, so on, they don't really notice these kind of changes or that, you know, to them that's normal. But when you haven't had that feeling in a while, it does actually make it very impactful. So yeah, if you do feel like you have a mist like in front of your eyes most of the time, you can't focus, you indulge in you know in carbs that are not. I'm making it sound as if I hate carbs. No, carbs are good for you. But if you are picking foods that you know are just not going to be the best for you, and you constantly just give in to those temptations, then maybe do try to refine your life a bit more, start exercising, start eating better, and trust me, you know, you won't have issues with feeling like you need to eat something bad, or just allowing yourself to eat something bad, because once in a while, yeah, if you once your head is clear, it's so much easier to make decisions, and it's so much easier to focus and concentrate. But yeah, it's just a couple of reflections. So thanks so much for tuning in, and hope you have a lovely Saturday evening. Bye bye.